because I am not a politician. Okay? I am more of a researcher. I was a counselor. Well, anyway, I want to thank my fellow State Assembly candidates as well, because they too are raising the issue of freehold for leasehold property owners. Now, I'm here to tell you that you don't need to do the research anymore. I've done the research. And can you please help me? Thank you. Okay. That is a 1958 map of the Petaling Jaya. That is from the National Archives. I have a lot of other maps. I have a lot of other documents from the National Archives. Land titles, documents from residents. The Section 4 Rukun Tetangga would know me very well because I work with them. I got documents from some of their residents to tabulate whether what I have researched was factual or not. Now, Simon was talking about conversion of land. I'm going to tell you, you don't need to convert the land. The land titles that were given to you were wrongly issued. I covered this extensively in my book. I launched it last year. The press did not want to cover it. The truth about the Petaling Jaya land. The documents I'm talking about, I've attached some of it at the back of this book. You can buy it, read it, you will understand what your land rights are. Thank you. Now, there is talk that Tan Sri Khalid needs to take over Putrajaya before he can so-called convert the land for you. That would be true if it were conversion. It isn't. Okay? Petaling Jaya was developed between 1952 to 1964 from sections 1 to sections 16. During that time, we were all using an old law. It was called Cap 138. There were only two types of land titles then: freehold or 999-year leasehold. When you buy a property, you are supposed to be given a land title under that act, which was active. Even the National Land Code, our present land law, says if you did a transaction under the old law, please use the old law to finish the transaction. It's all in the law books. It's in my book, which you can buy later if you want to. Now, I have raised this issue since 2010, October. When I came up with my article, Tan Sri Khalid announced the 1,000 ringgit leasehold renewal scheme. That scheme is illegal. There is no provision under the law to renew leases. I am standing here before you telling you this because I am so certain about it. Alright? Tan Sri Khalid himself admits to this. Kalau tanah negara tidak memperuntukkan seksyen khusus untuk melanjutkan tempoh pajakan tanah atas hak milik. This is a state-published book. Not many copies are available. Okay? It was very hard to find. And here is Tan Sri Khalid's views on you sitting on leasehold land. Reformasi dilakukan untuk membolehkan individu yang telah lama menduduki tanah kerajaan secara tidak sah boleh mendapatkan hak milik. His views of you on leasehold land is that you are sitting on it illegally. It's written here in his foreword here. That is your pakatan rakyat government. Now, I brought the national network in case somebody wants to challenge me or debate with me on whether this can be done under the law. Okay? I won't bore you with the technical details now. I'm going to go on to the second point, which is development issues. I have objected to a lot of development projects that were proposed by MPBJ and private developers, simply because they do not follow the rules. What are the rules? Let me give you an example. For every 1,000 persons, there shall be 2 hectares of open space. Open spaces are your parks. That is 5 acres. Look around you. Where are the parks for all the developments? There are none. For every condominium that is built, there is a requirement for you to have a football field-sized park. Not done. You can go around to any condo in Petaling Jaya. There are no football field-sized parks. Now, what does all of this mean? Petaling Jaya is 97.2 square kilometers from Petaling Jaya Selatan, PJS, all the way to Kota Damansara. We have 600,000 residents. 600,000. 7 police stations to cover that entire area. You think you have a problem with crime? That's because your cops can't get to you. And we are building more projects and adding more people to a city that cannot sustain it. In 2007, the Selangor government came up with a research. They published a book. It's called the Selangor State Structure Plan. It's a legal document. It's a statutory document. In that document, it says Petaling Jaya can only sustain 250,000 residents. Now, compare that 250,000 residents to the 600,000 residents we have today. I am standing here before you, telling you about all these rules because your politicians won't tell you the specifics. They can't tell you the specifics because if they do so, they can't approve any more projects. What kind of development can you do in Petaling Jaya to be able to satisfy the rules I just told you? If we can implement all these existing rules, we don't need to make new ones. We can solve our problems. So why did Pakatan Rakyat not implement these rules? Of course, Barisan Nasional also did not implement these rules because these rules came out from their government. Some of these rules I'm talking about came out from Badawi's office. Circulars issued by the Prime Minister's Department. Now you're telling me a circular issued by the Prime Minister can be ignored by the local council. What nonsense. I have actually argued all these things while I was in council, while I was a councillor, behind closed doors. My fellow councillors used to tell me I don't know anything, and that, but they don't come up with the relevant laws to tell me that I am wrong. I take out the circulars, I take out books like these, I show specific passages where this cannot be allowed. Nobody listens. I write all of these things online. The articles I write online in the Natra. You will find from 2008, all the articles that I have written are exactly the same things I am repeating to you now. The only problem is, all these are technical details, they are not exciting. People don't read. Now you need to send a clear message that our government needs to implement rules and laws. Otherwise, what is the point of government? Okay, I think that's quoted enough. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to listen to me. Thank you.